The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer is a spiritual guidebook that invites you to let go of the mental and emotional blocks holding you back from experiencing life fully. The book explores how you can free yourself from the constant chatter of the mind and the heavy burdens of emotions, allowing you to live with a sense of inner peace, freedom, and connection to the present moment. Singer's approach is rooted in mindfulness and self-awareness, emphasizing the importance of surrendering the ego and releasing attachments to thoughts, feelings, and outcomes. By doing so, you can experience life in its purest form, unencumbered by the past or future, and deeply connected to the present. In this summary, we'll take you through the key lessons of the Untethered Soul, providing you with a deeper understanding of its teachings. If you're ready to embark on a journey of self-liberation and growth, let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Voice Inside Your Head. In the opening chapter, Michael Singer introduces the concept of the voice inside your head, or the inner dialogue that runs constantly in the background of your mind. This voice often narrates, judges, and comments on everything around you, including yourself. The singer explains that many people are so immersed in their thoughts that they fail to realize they are not their thoughts. The constant stream of mental chatter can create a sense of separation from our true selves and lead to unnecessary anxiety, stress, and suffering. The key insight in this chapter is that you are the observer of your thoughts, not the thinker. This realization is profound because it means that you have the power to step back and witness your thoughts without getting caught up in them. By cultivating this awareness, you can begin to detach from the constant noise and experience a sense of calm and stillness within. Singer encourages readers to pay attention to the voice inside their heads and observe it without judgment. Over time, this practice of detachment allows you to shift from being consumed by your thoughts to becoming an impartial observer, able to live more freely and with less emotional reactivity. Chapter 2. Your Inner Energy. Singer introduces the idea that your thoughts and emotions are fueled by an underlying source of energy. This energy flows through your body and mind, and it's what gives life to your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. However, when you resist or suppress certain emotions, you block the flow of this energy, creating tension and discomfort. In this chapter, Singer emphasizes the importance of releasing resistance to emotions. He explains that when we try to push away negative feelings, we are essentially holding on to them, preventing them from passing through us naturally. Instead, by allowing ourselves to fully experience emotions without attachment or resistance, we can free up this energy and restore the natural flow of life. Singer also introduces the concept of the energy centers in the body, similar to the chakras in Eastern traditions. These energy centers, when blocked, can manifest as physical or emotional issues. The practice of releasing resistance allows energy to move freely, leading to greater vitality and emotional freedom. The core message of this chapter is to stop trying to control or suppress your feelings. Instead, learn to flow with them, allowing emotions to come and go without holding on to them. In doing so, you unlock the natural energy within you, which leads to a deeper sense of peace and alignment with yourself. Chapter 3. Letting Go of the Past. In this chapter, Singer delves into how past experiences shape our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. He explains that most people carry their past with them like a heavy burden, constantly replaying old memories and identifying with past wounds. Singer emphasizes that holding on to the past keeps us tethered to old stories and prevents us from living fully in the present. These past experiences, whether they're positive or negative, are not the essence of who we are. We are not our past. The key to freedom lies in releasing the attachments we have to past events and identities. To illustrate this, Singer uses the metaphor of a river. The river represents the flow of life, and the bank represents the present moment. When we are caught in the past, we are like a leaf stuck on the bank of the river, unable to flow with the current of life. When we let go of the past, we allow ourselves to float freely with the river, embracing the present moment and its unfolding opportunities. The chapter encourages readers to practice letting go of the past by releasing old stories, regrets, and grievances. By doing so, we make space for new experiences and new possibilities, unburdened by the weight of history. Chapter 4. Surrendering to Life. One of the most profound teachings in the Untethered Soul is the idea of surrendering to life. Singer argues that true freedom comes from releasing the need to control life and instead embracing it with openness and acceptance. The chapter explores how our desire to control everything, our circumstances, other people, and even our emotions, creates tension and resistance. This constant need for control is rooted in the ego, which seeks to protect itself and avoid discomfort. However, true liberation comes from surrendering to the flow of life as it is, without trying to impose our will on it. Sinner teaches that surrender is not about passivity or resignation, it's about aligning yourself with the natural flow of life. When we let go of the need to control every outcome, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that life offers. In this chapter, readers are encouraged to practice surrender by accepting the present moment as it is, without judgment or resistance. This doesn't mean that you stop taking action or pursuing your goals. It means that you stop trying to control every aspect of life and instead trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Chapter 5. The Seat of the Self. In this chapter, Singer introduces the concept of the self, the core of who we truly are. The self is the part of us that is beyond thoughts, emotions, and physical experiences. It is our true essence. The self is timeless and unchanging, and it is not bound by the fluctuations of the mind or the body. Singer explains that when we identify with our thoughts, emotions, and external circumstances, we lose sight of the true self. Instead, we become attached to our ego and the story we tell ourselves about who we are. Singer encourages readers to recognize that the true self is always present, whether we are aware of it or not. It is the stillness that underlies all of our experiences. By becoming more connected to this inner presence, we can experience life from a place of peace, clarity, and authenticity. The practice of meditative awareness is one way to connect with the self. When we sit quietly and observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations, we create a space between the observer and the observed, allowing us to glimpse the deeper truth of who we are. Chapter 6. Living in the Moment. Singer emphasizes that the key to true freedom is living fully in the present moment. Most people spend their lives either regretting the past or worrying about the future, which keeps them disconnected from the richness of the present. By practicing mindfulness and bringing our attention to the here and now, we can experience life in its full vibrancy. Singer discusses how the mind constantly distracts us with thoughts of what's next, but when we bring our awareness back to the present, we are able to experience life with clarity and joy. The chapter teaches that the present moment is where all of life's magic occurs. The past is gone, and the future hasn't arrived yet, so the only time we can truly experience life is now. When we stop living in our heads and start being present with our experiences, we unlock the power of the moment. Singer also discusses how living in the moment allows us to release attachments to outcomes. When we stop worrying about what will happen next, we can fully embrace what is happening now, leading to a sense of peace and fulfillment. Chapter 7. Transcending the Self. The final chapter of The Untethered Soul brings together all of the book's teachings, urging readers to transcend the limited sense of self and step into a higher state of consciousness. Singer explains that true freedom comes when we recognize that we are not the mind, the body, or the ego. We are pure consciousness, capable of experiencing life without attachment or limitation. By transcending the ego, we can experience life as it is, without the filters of judgment, fear, or desire. This state of transcendence allows us to live with an open heart and mind, embracing the fullness of each moment and connecting deeply with the world around us. Singer encourages readers to continually practice letting go of attachments, to embrace life as it comes, and to stay present with the flow of experience. In doing so, we unlock the potential for limitless growth, peace, and joy. Conclusion. Embrace your true freedom. The Untethered Soul is a powerful guide to releasing the mental and emotional limitations that keep us trapped in suffering and self-doubt. Through mindfulness, surrender, and self-awareness, Michael A. Singer shows us how to experience life in its most authentic and liberated form. As you move forward, remember that your true self is always present, and it is from this place of stillness and awareness that you can create lasting change in your life. The journey to freedom starts with letting go of attachments, trusting in the flow of life, and embracing the present moment. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey through the Untethered Soul. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to At a Real Deep Understanding. Let us know what part of the book resonated most with you and how you plan to implement these teachings into your life. Until next time, stay centered, stay present, and let your soul soar.